Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and ideas that can improve your life. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the subscribe button because I'll be honored to have you here. Today we're gonna try and play on a new software, on a new piece of software. It's called Poker Snowie. We're gonna explore it together. I just installed it and I just opened it, logged in, and uh, here's what I see. I see a quick start guide, and I think we're gonna go through it just to learn how this works. So you've decided to take your poker game to the next level, great. The quick tutorial shows you how to get started using Poker Snowie in a few simple steps. Well, let's have a look. Okay, so this will be an online manual. Let me just open it here perhaps. And let's see, so we can import our hands. I've already been reading about this a little bit earlier because when I actually logged in, this was the first thing that Poker Snowie gave me, the link to importing hands from tournaments. So this is what we can and will check out later on. So we can analyze our hands, right? That's great. We'll try and do that. Check your rating. This will be also quite interesting for sure. Browse your hands and review your errors. Play against Poker Snowie. I think this is what we want to do. Try out a scenario. So these are like spots, I assume. But I don't know. Let's try this play against Snowie maybe. Let's click on do not show this again. And let's go to training. How do you want to train? Freeze out, cash game, custom. We like tournaments, right? So we're gonna go with freeze out. We're gonna go with 9 players. 50 BBs stacked, that's nice. Anti, standard. Why not? Let's try it out. We're gonna fold king deuce. We're gonna raise the 6-5. We're gonna min raise it. We get called by the big blind. We're gonna quarter pot it. We get called. Ace of hearts on the turn. We're gonna go I think something like 100, and the big blind folds. And I click live advice here. Does that change? Does that okay, that shows me how I should play. So maybe can go errors only here. But nonetheless, we've got queen 10 off on the big blind, small blind 3x's it. Of course, we call with queen 10. Small blind checks, and now we sometimes bet, sometimes check, but mostly check, so I'm gonna check. 5 of diamonds on the turn. We're gonna check it once again. And we hit a 10, so we're gonna pot it now. I think or we can go maybe a little bit smaller. We can go 100. Okay, the villain folds. Did 5-3. There's a raise on the button. We folded. Pocket deuces on the button. We're gonna open them. We got folds. Queen 7. We're folding because there was a raise. 8-4, we're not gonna open. 7-4 suited, not gonna open from this position. 9-6 off, not gonna open. 6-5, same story. 10-7 suited, we're not gonna open here under the gun. Got ace queen off. There's a raise and a call, so we're gonna 3-bet here, and we're gonna go for slightly bigger amount, so we're gonna go. Okay, so a raise here, error detected, 3-bet here with a raise and a call. 4x 3-bet is a bad play according to Poker Snowie. Poker Snowie is calling here 100% of the time, but as you can see, the EV is pretty similar, so yeah, but we get raised. And what do we do with our hand here? The villain's got 724. Do we shove it here? Think so, right? Can we fold really? Ace queen off right now. Okay, so best move would be to fold, but we like gambling, and that's why we shoved, and we ended up winning, even though we had the worst. Even though we had the weaker hand. 5-3 suited on the small blind, we're gonna raise. We get called. We're gonna c-bet it. We get called once again. And we're gonna give up on the hand. I'm gonna check it. Another ace on the river. Means we can maybe try and donk bet it, but we can see that another error has been detected. Poker Snowie likes checking here, betting here. Quarter pot bet is minus 0.75 EV. The solver, or if I can call Poker Snowie that, prefers betting full pot here or checking. So we get called, and yeah, the villain had an 8, so that's unfortunate. There's the raise from middle position with ace deuce. We're gonna just fold it. Queen 10 we're gonna open from the cutoff. We get 3-bet. That's a small 3-bet. We're gonna call it. There's a king 3-8 on the board. We're gonna check. The villain checks behind. I think we're gonna try and go for a quarter pot bet here, or maybe even a half pot bet. And the solver thinks it's an error. The solver prefers betting, prefers checking 100% of the time here. But as you can see, the EV is close, and we got a fold. So that's nice. King queen off. We're gonna raise it. Get called. We hit a king on a king deuce 4 with 2 hearts board. We're gonna continue for a quarter. We get called. There's a 6 of clubs on the turn. We're gonna go for a 3/4 pot bet now. We're gonna bet 150. We get called once again. There's a 3 of hearts on the river. The big blind checks for the 3rd time. And do we make another bet, or do we check behind here? I think this is a spot where we're gonna bet half pot and get called by King Jack. So that's nice. 9-10 off, we're gonna fold. 7-9 off, we're gonna fold. 4-8 suited, we're gonna fold. 9-4 on the big blind. There's two calls, I think it's still a fold. 8-4 suited on the small blind, we're gonna fold. King Jack of hearts, we're gonna 3-bet a little bit. And Poker Snowie doesn't like that. Oh, I actually didn't look at the stack of the razor, so that's where the mistake is. Yeah, the razor's got nothing behind, so it's not a good idea to raise it here. It's a very bad idea, very bad play. I just completely forgot to check the stack of the villain, but now we're just gonna put them all in, right? Is there any merit in betting less than that? I don't think so. And the villain folds. Do 7 off, we're gonna fold. 3-6 off, we're gonna fold. Ace King, we're gonna raise it. Under the gun, we get a call from the big blind. We're gonna continue betting for a quarter. Get called. There's the 4 of clubs on the turn. I think we can continue and go for a half pot bet. We call once again, and there's a queen of spades on the river, which means we're gonna try and take a stab at this, and we're gonna bet 425 here, maybe. Let's bet 425, and we get a fold. Queen 8 off on the big blind. We're gonna call in a 3-way pot. We're gonna check now and fold it. Ace 10 suited on the small blind. We're gonna raise it, but we get a fold. Queen 3 suited. We are going to fold it here. 9-8 off. There's the raise from the middle position. We're gonna fold it. 4-5 off, folding it. Ace 9 on the big blind, we get a pass. 3-7, we're gonna raise it. And we see that the Poker Snowie prefers folding it, but I like to put the pressure on a small stack and just fold to the raise, of course. There's a all-in. From the cutoff, we have a pair of 4s. We're gonna fold it. 8 Jack off. We're gonna fold it. Ace 3 on the under the gun position. We're gonna raise it because we haven't raised a hand for a while. But we see the solver doesn't like this. It would rather fold our ace 3 off. But we get all folds, so ace jack of hearts, we get a pass on the big blind. 3 jack off, we're folding. We're folding king 5 off because there was a raise. 8 jack off, we're gonna open. Not, we're not gonna open because as you can see these two stacks are very small. 9-3 of hearts. Are we calling 9-3 of hearts versus the button in this spot? We're not, right, because we're waiting for this guy to fold. But we can actually see the solver thinks we should call. So this should rather be a call. For sure. 3-8. Yeah, do we have a choice? I don't think so, but solver thinks we do have a choice and we should not push this. Nonetheless, what do we do with Jack 9 here? I think we raise it, right? Nope. Actually, Snowy would fold it 100%. But we got a call, and now the big blind is actually leading for a quarter pot bet. And of course, we're gonna call this with our hand. And we just hit a royal flush. Actually, not royal, just straight flush. So what should we do now with our straight flush? I think we should bet a quarter here. Let's try that. Get a call. Ace on the river. What do we do now? Do we bet a half? Do we bet half pot? Do we shove it? I think we gotta shove it. But we gotta fold, unfortunately. 7-5 off. We're gonna fold it. 8-9. We gotta raise. Do we call this on 12 big blinds effective stacks? With one guy being on $1,000. Think so, right? Jack 3 ace on the flop. Gotta fold. King deuce off, we're gonna fold. 6-10. We're gonna fold it. And we're three-handed right now. We're gonna call with our ace-3 on the big blind. We're gonna check and call the buttons. Continuation bet. We see the solver is folding here 100%. We're gonna check on the turn. And we're gonna play check call. And on the river, we are going to check for the third time. And the solver, the villain, checks behind pair of kings. We're gonna fold 5 jack off. Queen deuce on the bottom, we're gonna fold. 6 deuce, we're gonna fold on the big blind. What do we do with king deuce? Maybe we can just call it, limp our hand, and then try and take a stab at this. We get a call, ace on the turn. We're gonna check. And we feed our deuce on the river, so we're gonna check once again. And I think we're gonna call this or maybe shove it here. Just thinking about shoving here. And I think it's the best idea. And we get a fold, which is nice. Deuce 3 off. I think we're gonna fold now because this guy is on 5 big blinds. He actually doubled up, so we got a nice spot. We've got 4K and these guys have 2K each, so that's lovely. We're gonna fold the queen 3. We've got pocket sevens, so we're gonna shove. And we get calls. 2 calls we get, which is interesting. And now we've got ace jack. We're gonna shove it, of course. 7-5. We're gonna fold. And Snowy thinks it's a call, which is surprising. Ace-5, we're gonna shove it, of course. We get a fold. 5-8, is this a shove? I don't think so. 6-7 has got to be a call, or is it a raise? Oh, this guy's got... this guy lost a pot, so we're just gonna call this. Now we're gonna check, and we're gonna go for a quarter pot bet now. Solver prefers checking, but we go called, so that's not bad. And we're gonna check now. Solver checks behind, villain checks behind, and has got a jack, so we lose. We're gonna fold our 9-5 now. We're shoving 10-9. 3-5, we're gonna fold, especially that the other guy pushed all in. But surprisingly, the Poker Snow is calling here, which has got to be a bad play, I think. And we're heads up right now, which is nice. So we're gonna shove our 8-jack. We get called, and we win, which is good. We're gonna check our 6-deuce. I'm gonna check and fold. We're gonna just thinking on 10 big blinds. I'm gonna shove it, of course. Snowy prefers checking, just calling, but we see all in has got slightly weaker EV, at least in terms of what the Snowy thinks about this. 6-4, we're gonna check. We're gonna check on the flop. Villain checks behind. We're gonna go for a 200 bet. Snowy prefers checking. We go call. We're gonna check on the river. Snowy prefers betting. It's weird that the Snowy's got, 100% bet, 0% check in a spot where these have pretty much the same EV. We won that pot. 4-10 off. I'm gonna fold it. And we see the Snowy actually plays 58% check and 42% raise. And no folding at all. Deuce 10 off, we're gonna check. We're gonna check once again on the flop, on the king, and on the turn. We're gonna check once again. And on the river, we're gonna overbet it because we hit 2 pair. 10-7, we're gonna raise it, get called. We're gonna continue with our hand, and we get a fold. Ace-3 off, we get raised, the blind have actually gone up, so Ace-3 suited, we're just shoving. We get called, and we hit quads. Not bad. We had straight flush and now quads all in one game, so not bad. 5-6, I think we should shove it here. He's on 7 big blinds. Maybe it's a good play to just call. No, it's not. We should shove it. Hit an open ender. What do we do now? Do we shove it, hoping he's bluffing? Do we fold? I think we fold. But Snowy disagrees. $10-9. I'm gonna call on the big blind. Gonna check on this flop. We're gonna bet now. Or maybe no, we're gonna check raise. I'm gonna check raise all in. Snowy thinks it's a mistake, but as you can see, EV wise, it's pretty much the same, and we get a fold. We fold 7-5 here. Maybe we should shove. I guess we should shove. Do stand off. I'm gonna check on this flop. Gonna check on this turn again. And we're gonna check on the river. Villain shoves. We're gonna fold our hand. 8-7. Got to be an all-in. Get a fold. 10-3. Suited, we fold. Versus shove. Snowy is calling it. Snowy plays weirdly, I have to say. Queen 6 suited, we're shoving it. And again, Snowy disagrees, but it's weird. And we lose. Unfortunately, we're shoving the ace-6 off. We split the pot. 5-7 of hearts. We're shoving on such a small stack. And we double up. And Jack-10. We're shoving here. And we win. Cool. So there's that. Now do I go... Within a few minutes your session will appear in the import manager for further analysis. Let's do that. So we just won a 50 big blinds freeze out with 9 players. So that's cool. Wait, what do I do now? Do I just close it? Right? And now statistics, no. Hands, no. Training is what I had. How long is this? Oh, this video has been going on for 27 minutes. Okay, so I guess this will be it for... Okay, we have... Maybe let's just take a look at this analysis, what it says here. So you played at expert level. Error rate 8.49. Blunders, you gave up $100.18 in EV with your blunders. Profit $8,000, 98.77 per hand. Okay, more error details. Pre-flop, 1 mistake. And that was the stacking off with ace queen. But is that really such a bad move? Let's see this. Oh, that was it. Wait, how do I see it? Okay, so a bit too aggressive. You should have just called. That 3-bet here. We got a raise to 2 BBs, a call from cutoff, and we 3-bet it on the big blind with ace queen off. I think that's fine. Of course, we should not be doing that 100% of the time with ace queen off. With ace queen suited, it's 100%, I think, 3-bet. But yeah, that's now we see it's... This move is wrong, error 0.003, whatever that means. Analysis. Okay, I'm gonna have fun with this tool. I can already see this. It's got a lot of cool stuff. I don't know what it all means yet, but I think I'm gonna enjoy this tremendously. So, once we 3-bet, then the original raiser re-raises to 518. The caller folds, And what do we do here? There's already a lot of dead money in this pool, in this pot. It's like kind of thing, you know. Your opponent shoved quite a bit of strength and you have to select carefully the hands for bluff raising. This is not a bluff raise, this is just a stack off move. You know, we want to stack off. Of course, he will have ace king, he will have kings, he will have ace queen, and we are behind here, that's for sure. But we are not that much behind. And yeah, maybe it's not a good idea to stack off here with ace queen off. I mean, it's probably definitely not a good idea. But I think we did that. Wait, once again. But I think we did that because we had quite a bit behind. I mean, well, yeah. We did that because we've got 428 behind, right? We've invested 700 roughly into the spot. We got something like 44% of equity or something with our hand versus his range here. Maybe less, maybe 40%. Depending on how it plays, of course. But yeah, of course we get lucky here, that's for sure, and we win, which allows us to go far in this tournament. But yeah, that was interesting. Let me see maybe something else here. More arrow details. Okay, so I can just check these errors one by one. But yeah, these are small errors, so maybe that's a waste of time. So I only did this one blunder, right? If we look here, showdown, non-showdown, arrow details. Balance. Yeah, I really don't know much about what this means. What this all means, but I just, you know, love seeing so many stats. And we see we are quite, I mean, much more aggressive than the Snowy. Pre-flop, not on the flop, surprisingly. On the turn, tremendously, and on the river, not enough information. We fold more rarely on the flop than Snowy, and on the turn a little bit more often, and on the river pretty much the same, and overall similarly. Okay, opponents. Yeah, I mean, overall, I really enjoyed this session. It's been fun, and we won. So when you win, it's always fun. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I think we've got 34 minutes already, so that's quite a lot. I will try to make the future videos shorter with Poker Snowie. Maybe next up we'll try and play these scenarios. But this piece of software is actually looking very, very interesting and very, very good. I mean, yeah. Maybe they program it into Poker Snowie that when you play your first session, they let you in, they let you hit a royal flush, they let you hit a quads, and that's why they kind of program you into liking the software, because after having a nice session, you're more likely to enjoy it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for another sessions with Poker Snowie. I definitely will play quite a bit of them. I want to get to know the software well, and so I hope you will enjoy it as much as I will. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. You want to learn how to play poker? Great. You have little or no experience playing poker? No problem. Do you want to learn the fundamentals, the most basic principles that allow you to easily win money when playing with casual players? That's perfect, because this course was created specifically for people like you. My name is Mateusz, I've played over 3 million hands of No Limit Texas Hold'em, and I'd like to teach you how to play poker like a pro. What you will learn in this course are the fundamentals, the ABC of poker, condensed into 21 short and easily digestible lectures. In each lecture, you will learn a different concept which you can test out and practice immediately after watching. Well, do you want to become a good poker player? Do you want to be able to beat recreational players easily? Do you want to have a great time winning at your local home games? Great! Get this course now and start winning at poker.